Don't know what to do with your kids after school? We have just the lesson plan for you. Today, my guest faculty and I will teach you how to make jewelry with and for your kids. With this phenomenal photo bracelet, your kids can show off pictures of their friends, and this colorful butterfly hair accessory is sure to grab the attention of their classmates. And we have this easy elastic bead bracelet that any child with imagination can make. And funky wire-wrapped rings for those kids who are oh so cool. Stay tuned for our after-school special, Jewelry Style. Hi, I'm Jackie Guerra. Welcome to my studio. This is jewelry making, and we're going to learn how to keep our kids occupied once their homework is done with jewelry making. My first guest says her easy wire-wrapped rings keep her 11-year-old daughter pretty busy after school. She's the owner of Crafty Chica Designs and the author of the Crafty Divas DIY Style Book. Please welcome Kathy Cano Murillo. Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Jackie. How are you?
I'm great. Now, your book is adorable.
Oh, thank you.
And it's geared towards kids, right?
Yes. The thing is I have an 11-year-old daughter, Maya, and one thing I learned about that age range is they're not babies. They want the expensive stuff that they see in the malls. So what I did with the book was I checked out all the different fashion trends, and then I came up with different craft projects that they could make for ages 8 to 13 that look cool and funky and hip, and it shows they're growing up a little bit.
Something to make them into crafty chicas.
Yes, exactly.
Love that. And then, Kathy, today you're going to show us how to make this so sweet.
Right. Yes.
I would wear that. Look on me. Hello.
Girls love sparkles,
yes,
so that's
absolutely.
what inspired this. And what you need is just some 20 gauge wire, some 24 gauge wire, different colors of bicone beads, and your basic tools. So in order to form the ring, what you're going to do is take the 20 gauge wire and wrap it around your finger, or in this case, I'm going to just use a tube of chapstick.
That's a good tip.
And you want to wrap it 2 to 3 times. Then you're going to take your nippers and cut off that excess. Now, the trick here is you want to keep both of these ends at the top, because when we add our beads on, we want to cover that up. Just like that.
They don't need to be stacked on top of each other, just close.
Yeah, just close together like that.
Okay.
So then we're going to take this other wire, about 1/4 inch, pinch it in place, and wrap it around a couple times nice and tight. And we'll pinch it down later when we're finished with the ring.
Okay.
So there, we just hold that on, anchor it with your finger, pull the wire out nice and straight, take your first bead, and just run it right on the wire. Hold it in place, and then take the end of the wire, feed it through the hole, just like this, pull it up nice and tight, and then scoot that bead over right where you want it.
And you want like that bead to start to take a little firm anchor. Okay.
So then you just repeat it. You go ahead and you add your other bead on, just like this. Back. If you use tiny beads, it's kind of hard to find the hole.
But you get your rhythm.
Yeah, and it's good to work in good lighting, too, when you're doing this kind of work. Okay, so 2. And I'm going ahead and just add another one
Couple
on
more.
there. Yes.
This is a great project for, you know, when you have to do a lot of gifts, like a slumber party.
Yes, this
or
makes a great
favors.
slumber party project, and also a fundraiser project. I mean, if you have here at a club, you could do it in your school colors, and just make them all different sizes, and just kind of go crazy with this. So there we have 4. And I usually don't go any longer than 4 to 5 beads because it gets kind of clunky on your finger. So at this point, you can close it off here, but if you want to amp it up, which I like to do,
let's amp it up, Kathy.
we can add a second layer on top.
Okay. So you would just follow the same process? Right,
you just go the same way, except in this case, you're going to go in the opposite direction. You're just going to feed it through the other direction and hold that bead in place right in between the grooves. See how there's 4? We're going to go 3 beads, just like a little pyramid. Like a cheerleading squad.
And so while you continue to wrap that, I just want to let you know that if you're not a good note taker, we have cheat sheets for this project on our website at DIYnetwork.com.
Okay, so I'm adding my last bead on here.
Great.
And I'm going to wrap that around. Now at this point, you can take a few minutes, and this wire is very giving, so you can just, form it the way that you want and twist those back in the right place. And so now you have this end sticking out. So what you're going to do here is just close it off by wrapping it around. Take your needle nose pliers, and this is the most important step, I think, is really closing those in and crimping them nice and tight underneath, because your ring will look beautiful, but if it scratches your clothing or your hair, that will just blow the whole look.
Yes. Kathy, exactly. That's so cute. And then once you've clipped off your ends and hidden them, you end up with a piece like this one.
Right, exactly.
Just adorable. All of these rings are so great. I mean, look at that. Just by varying color.
Roll, just, you can add more beads, different types of beads, different colors. You can triple wrap, double wrap. You can just go crazy with your rings.
Super bonita for the crafty chicas. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
Later, my 7-year-old niece, Jasenia, is going to school us on elastic and beads. But up next, Kathy's daughter is here, and she knows exactly how to keep herself busy after school with her super cool picture bracelet. Welcome back. This is Jewelry Making, and we're scoring extra credit points with kids' jewelry today. My next guest is 11 years old. She loves making jewelry for herself and her friends. Please welcome Kathy's daughter, Maya Murillo. Hola, Maya.
Hi, Jackie.
Now, you love to make jewelry for your friends, right?
Yeah.
What is it about the photo bracelet that you love so much?
Well, I like it because I can wear my friends' pictures on my wrist, so I don't have to just, look at it in my photo book.
Oh, great idea. And you're going to show us how to wear our pictures of our friends on our wrists by showing us how to make this super cool photo charm bracelet, right? Mm-hmm. All right, show me how to get started, Maya.
Okay, well, first, you want a picture. You got to ask your mom if you can cut it up first, but also you can just photocopy it.
Who's this gorgeous creature?
It's me. And you want to get a washer. You can get these washers at hardware stores or in your dad's garage. So you're going to put this washer on the picture where you want it, like that. You're just going to trace around it, all the way around, like that.
Perfect.
And then you're going to take the washer off, and you're going to cut it out once it looks like that.
Look at that cutie.
And then you're going to get your washer again. You're going to glue the picture onto your washer so it looks like this.
Oh, great.
So you're going to get this bow tie slide. You can get these bow tie slides at craft stores or in your jewelry stores. So you're going to glue this bow tie slide onto the back of the washer, like that. So it looks like this.
Perfect.
You're going to do that with the rest of your friends right there.
Oh, these are all your friends, Maya?
Yeah.
Great.
And then you're going to get these bow tie slides, these
jump rings,
and you're going to just attach the jump rings to the little hook, like this.
And do you like to do it all at once, Maya, and then close them up?
Yeah.
Yeah. That probably makes it a little easier than having to do them one at a time, right?
Yeah, and then you're just going to push them down like that until it's like that.
You did a great job here.
Thank you. And then you're going to put the last jump ring, and then you're going to get a little lobster clasp. You're going to attach the lobster clasp onto the jump ring. And if you want, you can have a little charm. You can put it on the charm.
That's so sweet.
So it looks like this.
Oh, Maya, look at that. You did such a great job, Mama. And then once you attach your charm and everything, you end up with a piece like this, right? Mm-hmm. And I see that you've done a bunch of other ones, too. Uh-huh. Really cool, Maya. You did a great job. High five, sister. That's what I'm talking about. Up next, your little girl will earn extra credit points with this glitzy butterfly in her hair. Welcome back. I'm Jackie Guerra, and this is Jewelry Making. We're making the grade with after-school jewelry projects for kids to make today. And my next guest says if it doesn't sparkle or glisten, it definitely doesn't belong in your hair. I agree. She's the co-owner of Ankara Designs and co-author of Liquid Polymer Clay. Please welcome Karen Mitchell. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Jackie.
Now, you always make such fantastic jewelry, but what made you decide to make hair accessories?
Well, I've always had long hair myself, and growing up in middle school and high school, I liked to decorate my barrettes with a lot of color and beads and sparkle. And I thought this would make a great after-school project you could do with your kids.
And you've brought something really adorable to show us today.
Thank you.
You're going to teach us how to make this great butterfly barrette.
Yes, and we're doing it with a flexible clay fabric, which is a technique I developed myself.
Good for you. All right, show me how to do it.
Sure. Well, we start with the translucent liquid Sculpey, and we mix in purple and silver glitter. And then what I've done is I've spread a layer on a sheet of glass. And I'm taking a cotton fabric. It's a cotton blend, but it's good to have a natural fiber in it. And I've pressed it, and I'm going to set it into the clay and pat it in so the clay starts to soak through. And then I press from the center going out so that you get out any air pockets and the fabric gets saturated completely.
Okay.
Then you're going to bake this in the oven at 265 degrees for 10 minutes. Once it comes out, you want to set your glass on a heat-proof surface and allow it to cool slowly.
Right,
and
very
once
important.
It's done that, yeah, absolutely. You peel it away, and this is what you get, a sparkling
that is
clay
so
fabric.
Great.
So we're going to set this aside for now and move on to our butterfly image. And I've done a photocopy image, just a black and white clip art butterfly, and copied it on a machine with toner and then colored it with colored pencils.
And are you using the oil colored pencils?
Yeah, oil-based. These are walnut hollow. You can use, different types. And then I'm just taking the untinted translucent liquid Sculpey and spreading it over, and you want to go past the edge of the butterfly and make sure you get enough on there. And it's essentially what you're doing with the glitter clay as well, but this time you're using just the translucent. You're going to take another pressed piece of fabric and set it in and do exactly the same thing.
Again, getting rid of the air bubbles?
Yes, and letting it saturate through. You can always add a little more clay on the back if it's not saturated. You'll see a little bit of shine on the back. And then you'll bake that at 265 degrees for 10 minutes. And always supervise your baking because you don't want it to burn. Once it's out, while this is still hot, you want to peel the fabric away because you'll get a better peel. And I just peel it off like that, and your image will have transferred onto your fabric.
That is fantastic.
And it makes this wonderful flexible fabric that doesn't fray, and you can just cut it out and has a finished edge. So what I have here is I have the butterfly cut out of the small pattern. I made a pattern just by outlining around the butterfly. Then I have a bigger pattern, 1/4 of an inch larger, that I cut out.
Okay, so this actually fits right in there. You just added 1/4 of an inch, okay?
I sure did. And then